What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you guys. So today's gonna be a pretty exciting video. I've been waiting to do this now for a while, and I'm so excited to finally get to do it. If you saw the last video, you heard me mentioning that we were gonna be working on the OBS again, and we are gonna be installing some lights. We actually got some super cool 3-inch LED pods from Last Fit. And we got this super neat controller from Auxbeam. Super cool products, cool companies that have been supporting what we do for a long time now. So I'm super thankful for those guys. And everything that we're gonna go through is gonna be in the description. So make sure that you check them out if you like what you see. But anyways, I guess the first thing we're gonna do is unbox these things, because I honestly have already looked into it. Like, I couldn't wait. And they are freaking cool. They're so nice, really high quality. All three of these items. So basically what I got is I got 2 sets of 3-inch LED pods from Last Fit. I got fog lights, and I believe I got driving lights. And I got this super neat controller from Auxbeam to be able to control the lights. And I guess, you know, let's look at them. Everything from both companies came packaged super well. Very happy with that. So again, this is Last Fit's. I actually think I got a spot, but anyways, got their nice little instructions. And this is everything that comes with your lights. You get obviously the mounting brackets, some hardware, a couple of pigtails to be able to wire them in, and obviously the main star of the show, which are these amazing 3-inch LED pods. They feel so good. Like, these things feel so well built. Like, they are all aluminum. They've got some super neat cooling fans on the back that just look so nice. And like the actual lights themselves, super cool, like reflectors and everything. I'm not super technical when it comes to lights. I don't know the, you know, terms and stuff, but these things just look so nice. Like, they're very neat looking. Super happy with them. And these are the SAE fogs. So if I'm not mistaken, that means that you can use these on the road. So that's a big plus. Super cool. Obviously you get both of them. And I also got these the lens covers. They look green, but they're actually yellow, as you can see right there. So I might throw these on the fogs. I'm still not sure, but like I said, I did get that. Super cool lights, like I said. And we'll open up the I think they're spots. Pretty sure they're spots. I forgot what I got, to be honest with you guys. But they look pretty much identical. Everything, the same stuff comes in both boxes. Again, like I said, the actual light is identical in build and everything. Super nice, high quality. The only thing that is a little bit different is the actual, I guess, reflectors or whatever you might want to call them. But again, super nice feeling lights, all aluminum. Like, these things are beefy. Like, they are super nice. I'm super excited for these things. So we'll put this off to the side, and we'll open the Auxbeam box, which again, super cool too. So this is basically the main thing to this, is this controller. What is super cool about this is that you'll run this inside to your cab. It only has this one wire that you have to run into your cab, and from this you can control 8 things, whatever you want. It's right here, and you have some blanks in case whatever you want it's not on here, which is super cool. It does come with this power distribution block. It has its fuses. Again, super cool. I'm really excited for this thing. Again, it comes with everything you need to mount it. Mounting brackets for the control panel. Oh, this is the one wire that you gotta run from wherever you mount this distribution block to your controller. Just this one wire, which for someone like me that hates wiring, like I absolutely hate wiring, just dealing with this is a huge plus. And basically the way that it works, we'll obviously go completely through this once we install it, but you get power from your battery, power and then ground it. And then I believe this might be for a switched power. I still have to kind of go through the instructions to make sure. But once you have all of that set up, then you can actually wire your lights. So like these ones, we can wire it directly to one of these terminals on this thing, which is super, super cool. You don't have to wire everything from the light to the battery to a relay and then into a switch through your cab. Everything's just done through here. Again, super, super cool. I'm super excited for this. Like I said, it comes with all kinds of different mounting solutions that you might need for all of this. And this too also feels like really good, nice, high quality. I think this is also aluminum. Might be plastic, I don't know, but it feels solid. I think it is aluminum. Yeah, I think it is, for sure. And it's cool because it's not that big. Like I have a big hand, but it's still, what is that, maybe 4 inches by like 2? Let me see. So 4.5 by about 2.5. So it's a nice, neat little packet. I feel the cool thing that this does is it has a lit up backlight to it. It shows green to match the interior of the truck, all the interior lights. And it also has an automatic light dimming function, which is kind of what you see right there. It has a little sensor, and it will automatically dim or brighten up depending on how the ambient light is. So super cool. And again, like I said, you've got all of these things to choose from. So you can have your fan, your floodlights, GPS, sway bar, your lockers, anything you want to power, you can do it through this thing. So again, I am super, super excited. So I'm gonna go ahead, move the crew cab out of the way, pull the single cab in here, and install it. Okay guys, and here's kind of the idea. What I'm thinking is I'm gonna obviously replace the factory fog light with 2 of these on each side. So kind of like that and like that. And I'm thinking the inside ones are gonna be the spots and the outside ones are gonna be the fogs. The only thing that I'm kind of bummed out about is that I really like how clean these plastics are. So I might try and see if I can keep at least part of the plastic and maybe just cut off the inside of this and try and frame the cube in there. Not sure if I'll be able to do that, but we are for sure gonna try to make it work. So I guess the only thing left to do is take off this bumper and start working on it. And I know that I'm really biased, and you know, because I sell the brackets to swap these things, but I love the way these bumpers look on these trucks. Like the more that I look at it, the more that I have it, the more that I love it. Especially with the tow hooks and all the plastics. I can't wait to get all that stuff for the crew cab. It's definitely a super cool look, and like I said, it's kind of a bummer because, like I said, it looks super clean with those fog lights and the plastics, but we'll find a way to make this look really nice too. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, take this off, and get her done. Okay, and there we go. We got the bumper off of the truck, and now the real fun's gonna start. I'm gonna go ahead and take the fog light bracket plastics off and start kind of mocking up a mount for the LED pods. And like I said, I think I'm gonna cut all the way around basically this line and see if that gives me enough room for what I am thinking I want to do as far as making the fog lights fit in there. So I'm gonna have fun with that, see how it goes, and then I'll check back in with you guys. So right now, that's what we're looking at. That's how I'm gonna be mounting the LED pods on the lights. And as you can see, I'm not using this plastic housing, and just basically it made it really hard to be able to use this on there. It's just, I had to cut a whole bunch, and then the actual bracket wouldn't sit right on there, like it wasn't solid enough. So this is what we ended up with, and I'm actually pretty happy with it, just because it actually does a really good job at filling up that entire area. And like actually really good. Like I really like the way that they look. I like the way that they sit. They are kind of right behind this opening. They still have a lot of adjustment. They can still go further in or further out depending on how I want them. And well, right now they're loose, the actual lights are loose, but it's actually pretty solid. Definitely happy with the way that it looks. I am a little bummed out that we couldn't use this, but I definitely think that maybe down the road I'll make my own kind of housing around this, just to make it look a little bit nicer. And honestly, for the price, you know, it's definitely worth it. There were some options out there for some other ones that, you know, had their own kind of like plate to cover this up and everything, but they were $200 just for the brackets, and that's just crazy to me. And then this other company made this other bracket that kind of mounts where your OEM fog light is at, but the problem with that is that your pods stick out like out here, and that just looked hideous in my opinion. It's just way too ugly. And like I said, I actually really do like the way that this turned out. I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, we're gonna make the other side, and then we're gonna jump to this and start wiring this up, which that should be pretty fun in itself. But yeah, okay guys, I got both sides in. That's the passenger side and the driver's side. So like I said, I'm pretty happy with the way that they look. Actually really happy with the way that they look. And just in case you're wondering, this is the way that they look from the back. That's a little bracket that I made to hold them in place, and it works really, really well. Like I said before, it does suck that I wasn't able to use that shroud, plastic, whatever, around them, but I think this still look pretty good. I still gotta take the brackets off and weld basically right there and right there, but other than that, these things are done. And with them being done, I can actually concentrate now on installing the wiring, which again, I am super, super excited. Like, I don't know what I was more excited over, the lights or this thing, because I just think it's so freaking cool. Just everything's so damn cool. I'm actually really, really excited that I'm getting to do this. Definitely really thankful that these companies are willing to work with me and trust me. Anyways, another thing that is really cool, like this literally comes with all the wiring that you'll need, which isn't a lot, to be honest with you. You've got these nice thick leads that go to your battery, and like I said, I think this is for switched power. I have to again look at the instructions, and then like your one cable that goes into your truck, and I think it's pretty long. It should reach from most places. So also, it comes with a few extra fuses, which I think is pretty cool. Okay guys, quick update. Hopefully you can hear me. It's kind of getting a little bit windy out here, and GoPros suck at wind. Anyways, we've got the wiring completely done, wired in, tucked up, loomed up. It looks okay. I'm super happy with the way that it looks. I've never been so proud of my own wiring, so that says a lot about this thing. Anyways, so basically we mounted the switch panel, the control box, fuse box, whatever you want to call it. We mounted it to our existing fuse box. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be 100% permanent, but for now it works, and it actually works really, really well. You can still access your fuses in there and everything. We're actually tied into one of the fuses in there. I believe it's fuse number 5, which is the one for your backup lights. You're just gonna find a fuse in there that is a accessory fuse or a switched fuse, which means that when the key's off, it has no power, but with the key on, it has power. And like I said, I think it was fuse number 5, the one that we found, that we piggybacked onto. And I don't know if you can see, but we basically came out the side with it. Now, as far as the rest of the wiring for this thing, like I said, we got the accessory wire that we're tied into the number 5 fuse. We've got power and ground, which are routed under here, and then to the positive side of our battery. And then for the ground, we went through the fender and then came out this side and tied into this body ground right there. So that worked pretty good. I still gotta put a little bit of that loom right here just to protect the wire from the fender, but we're gonna do that in a little bit. And then the actual I guess control wire or whatever that goes to the inside of the cab, that was run through the firewall, and then through that access cover right there on the firewall, which I believe that's only open on diesel engines. If you have a gas engine, I believe that is where your cable to your throttle body comes out through. I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what that's for. Anyways, since we don't use it, we drilled through it and went through that hole. We were actually already using it for one of the switches that we used to have in there, so we just made it a little bit bigger and went through there, and I still got to seal it up. So that's basically the 4 wires that you need to hook up to wire this thing up, which is, it's incredible. It basically makes me want to get way more lights for this thing because I like it that much, and it's so easy to install lights after that. Now, as far as lights, we've got our fogs, which this is a little tip that I really recommend. Label everything you have. So this is our fogs, that's our spots, and then we got negative and positive, negative and positive. So we've got both of those running in this loom, down the fender, down the core support, and then they come out right here. So from here, we've got just these 2 hanging out right here for this side, and then in a little bit of a smaller loom, we've got these ones going across the core support, and then to this side for the ones that are going to be over here. I might have left this a little bit long. I guess that's fine. But if I was to do this again, I would probably leave them like right there. I think would be long enough. And that's switch 1 and 2. I'll go over this in a little bit. But on the other side, I got my backup lights. Again, I got them labeled, and then positive and negative. Now, something really cool that this does that makes it easier for you is that everything's obviously labeled. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it's got positive and negative. That way you know exactly where to put your cables. Now inside of the truck, I'll show you how it works. Now here inside of the truck, it also gets, I guess, not cleaned up because it's more obvious than just having the switches kind of hidden like I used to have them. Because in the truck, I mounted the little control panel, the buttons right here. And like I said, they stand out a little bit more because I used to have these switches kind of just hidden in here in this little cubby. So now I kind of mounted them in the same place. I just drilled into the top of this part of it and secured it right there, and it's super solid. And I actually love the way where it's at, because it's super easy to reach all the buttons. They're within, you know, your hands reach, but it's out of the way of everything. Like it's out of the way of your legs, the shifter, everything. Plus, it doesn't take up any real estate up here, which I think if it was like up here, that would look pretty bad. But anyways, in here, the way that these are set up is this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you want to use this one, you go to the number 1 spot on your fuse panel and hook up right there. And that's pretty easy. Also, like I said, these things are backlit, and you can get them in green or you can get them in blue. I like green because that matches the rest of everything that I have inside of the cab. But if you have your blue, because I know some of you guys have everything in blue, you can get it in blue. Also, like I said, it's dimmable, so it's got the little sensor right there. If you cover it up, it dims and it gets brighter, so that's pretty cool. And that is basically all there is to this thing. Like I said, it's super simple. Obviously the initial install it's what's gonna take you the longest, but honestly it doesn't take you any longer than just wiring up one set of lights. It takes basically just as long. But the cool thing is that from now on, anything else that I add to this thing, it's going to be that much faster to install, because all I have to do is install the brackets, the lights, and then run just the positive and the ground to the switch panel, and that's it. You're done, which is amazing, and it cleans up your engine so much. Like, these are all the wires that I removed from the truck, and some of the ones that I didn't have to use because of that thing, which is it's amazing. I love it. And like I said, I want to get more lights. Like, I want to get some lights and put them like right here. I don't know if you've seen those, but some cubes right about here. And then I also want to put rock lights throughout this whole thing. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. And I don't even know what else to put, but I want to put more stuff on this thing. Like, that's how excited I am about it, that I just want to get more stuff, because it's much easier. And we have 5 open spots, so I got to figure out what to put in them. Anyways, now that that's all done, we're gonna go ahead and install the lights on the bumper, and yeah, test those out. Okay guys, so I got everything ready to go back in. I've got the lights mounted on the bracket to the bumper, and I aligned everything as best as I could. One while being out here, but we'll see how they actually turned out once they are on the truck and we actually test them at night. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead, throw the bumper on, and hope for the best. Okay guys, we are done, and I am so excited and so happy about the way that it turned out, about the way that it looks. I'm seriously excited about this, and let me just show you how they turned out, because like I said, I am super excited about it. And there you go guys, that's the way that they look. And like I said, they look freaking amazing. I love the way that they look. Okay, I turned the truck off so you can actually hear me, but like I said, they look amazing and they are bright. Like, I'm really happy with the way they turned out. I love the way they fit, the way they look, just everything. I think they look so much more aggressive than the old lights, for sure. Now we definitely still gotta aim them. I definitely don't have them perfect yet, but it's a good place to start. Like I said, I really like them, and this is basically the way that they look off. So it does suck that we don't have that shroud or whatever behind them, but I'm not that mad about it. I actually like it. I'm definitely happy with the way that they turn out. Super excited. Now all we got to do is wait for it to get dark so we can go ahead and test these things out in a dark ass road and see how bright they are. So let's go ahead and jump to that. Okay guys, it is finally dark, so you know what that means. We're gonna go test drive this thing and just see how bright those lights are. So let's get right to it. Okay guys, so we are out on a back road, and it's dark as can be, super dark. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn on both the fog and the spots, and hopefully you're ready for this, because I was not expecting it. But check this out. Oh man, the camera doesn't even do it justice. Like, this is so freaking bright. I can see so far ahead. It is crazy. And these things, I sort of aimed them a little before I started this video down the road, but they're not perfect yet, but they are freaking bright. And we're gonna go ahead and turn off our headlights. So that's just the spots and the fogs. Like, that's how crazy this is. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the spots. So that's just the fogs, and that's nothing. Like, that is wild. Like, check that out. You can see so far now. I freaking love this. And then obviously the controller too. I completely forgot to actually put in the stickers, but we can do that whenever. And like I said, it's just as easy. Like, you hit a switch, like off, on. That is so cool. I don't know guys, I am so happy with these lights, with the controller, with everything. It turned out so good, and like I said, I'm so excited to start throwing more lights onto this thing. I've never been like really big into lights like that, but I really want to get more lights, like I said. And definitely leave down below ideas of lights that you would like to see on the truck. Like I said, I already mentioned that I want to put some cubes over by the hood and stuff like that. But definitely let me know if there's anything else that I should throw on this thing. But I don't know guys, like let's go for a drive real quick. And like I said, the camera doesn't do it justice. Like, it is. These things are nice and bright. Okay guys, so hopefully that gives you a pretty good idea of how bright these things are. Like, look, those are my brights. Like, it hardly even makes a difference. It's crazy. That is freaking nuts. I love this thing. But we're in the middle of like an abandoned baseball field. It is lightning outside and it's kind of creepy. So we are gonna head back home. Okay guys, and that is gonna be it. Hopefully you guys liked the lights, the controller as much as I did. Again, the links to everything will be down below. And again, support the companies that support us, because without people like them, we wouldn't be able to do these kinds of videos, which is super cool. Like it was an expensive you know, little project that I wouldn't just do without companies like that actually supporting us. So I'm super grateful for them. Again, like I said, the links to all three products will be down below. And I'm excited for the next video. Going to be jumping back on the Centurion, and I think we're going to be kind of just going over this whole thing, but again, that'll be on the next video. But for now, leave a like, leave any comments down below. Again, check out their website, check out my website for any blowing diesel products you might be interested in. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you for the next one.